Could I possibly get your number?
You got 30 seconds to get away from me, my heart.
But what did I do?
Like 31.
Ha ha ha! Young Midoriya, you must realize, some people do not like your presence, and some do. Just go ahead and apologize to her and hope that through your kindness she will love you one day.
Okay. I'm sorry, I'll get away from you, but if you're ever looking for anybody, I'm right here, okay?
Great work, young Midoriya. You have the bag.
Hashtag Egypt is for blacks. Oh my god, this has to be the most lazy attempt we have seen so far to prove a very, very wrong point. And you know what, I was just about to get into it like I typically do, but I am thoroughly distracted by that upper right-hand corner. What? That's Pharaoh Akhenaten. That's Pharaoh Akhenaten's face sliced in half and juxtaposed with George Floyd. Can someone please take me out? I need to leave this earth. Like, for those who are unaware, Pharaoh Akhenaten can be like credited with the creation or just the first leader ever to support monotheistic faith, with him being the sun god. On top of all of that, it is debated whether or not he was sub-Saharan African. He probably wasn't. So there's really no parallels that can be drawn between him and George Floyd. So I'm sure a lot of you guys on Twitter heard about this account, @Bangers. It's supposed to be an account that publishes all of the best posts of the week or the month. And it's kind of fallen out of, the public eye because of this. This is why. Every single one of the posts that it initially debuted with were from spam accounts and a bunch of other meme accounts that steal posts from other meme accounts and individual, users on Twitter. So already it's just chock full of tweets that you've probably already seen or simply from accounts that you've gone out of your way to mute. Like, it's completely pointless. Once this app became monetized, every single popular tweet is a tweet that you've already seen or is rage bait or is a lie or is AI. It's bad. And even after the initial fanfare and backlash against the creation of such a useless account, it still hasn't really cleaned itself up. It only has 66,000 followers and the engagement is incredibly low. Hello, here's the progress I made. I was thinking of this hairstyle would suit her for a date vibe. What do you think? It looks very AI. Can I have a refund? Trust me, I get that everybody is aware of AI, but this is obviously a drawing, and it's also very obvious that you're just gonna steal the drawing. You're gonna steal the progress, and then, I don't know, put it into Stable Diffusion, because that's what's happening on Twitter. Isn't that funny? Someone claims that your progress drawing that maybe they paid for is AI and fake. They want a refund, or they refuse to give you more money, and they take what you've already created and, pump out a badillion different versions of that image. Isn't that wonderful, ladies and gentlemen? And don't even get me started if you put progress images on, r/art. God forbid it looks weird in any capacity, because there's a high likelihood that not only Redditors, but maybe even the mods of r/art will claim what you created is AI, ban you, and then also remove your art from the page. I swear, OpenAI and its consequences have been a full tilt detriment to humanity, bro. Former adult film star Lana Rhoades begs for removal of 400 plus videos to protect her son. For your son's sake, I wish that's how the internet worked. I wish that there was a just tactical nuke level DMCA request that you could use to remove every single image and video that exists online of your ussy and bussy. But unfortunately, that's not the world that we live in. You decide to get cracked for money, and now your son's going to have to live with those consequences. You didn't have to do what you did, and you didn't have to start a family either. And to keep it a buck, of all the people on the planet to make a ridiculous request like this, I wouldn't expect it from you. Because I do remember last year seeing clips of you on multiple podcasts talking about how proud you were of your career and your past. So it begs the question, what's changed? What caused this epiphany? But hey, I'm one person. This is my opinion. What's yours? Let me know in the comments down below how you feel about Lana Rhoades' epiphany and realization that her son is going to be tortured in school over what she's done for the better part of a decade. Hey, you're expertly checking the heft and balance of decorative replicas of cartoon swords. So just stop! While incredibly funny, and I'm certain something that they see every other day during the week, there was a little bit of controversy about it online, both on Twitter and Reddit. One half of the argument was saying that this was a perfectly reasonable, request to make. Completely appropriate. Nobody really wants to see somebody balancing, ODM gear swords inside of the shop, you know, like that's kind of cringe to look at. But also the other side of the argument points out that you shouldn't be making fun of potential customers, and you should let them have fun inside of your store, which would ultimately might, you know, convert into a sale. In my opinion, I wouldn't put up a sign because I wouldn't want to stop a sale, but I'd absolutely be, you know, staring at you if you're out here balancing swords and slashing inside of the store. I'm gonna give you a glance because that is insane to look at. This is a healthy 22-year-old body. You're 22? Jesus! Just how did we get here? That is so much belly. I don't even know what you're wearing. Is that pajama pants? You're 22 and you've done this to... You have so much more life left. Maybe. Maybe, I don't know. We might not see 30. Like, no joke, she is dying. And 710 Jamaicans liked this. How dare y'all?
El que no se te va a quemar el jamón, güey. Porque es el único que vamos a tragar hoy.
A comer a qué cierran
Cierran la KFC.
A lo mejor y por eso te dijo. Oye, mijo,
está bueno, mira.
Now, I'm sure many of you guys have heard of this ridiculous story coming out of Texas. These two guys named Gavin and Tanner who plan to take over a small island located in the Caribbean Sea near Haiti in order to ultimately take over the entire nation of Haiti, with their genius high IQ plan being, and I wish I was joking, to find and conscript homeless people into their mercenary army, train them how to fight with rifles and everything else, close quarter combat, then use them to commandeer a sailboat and take that sailboat to a small island of 80,000 Haitians, kill all of the Haitian men, and enslave all of the Haitian women and children to do horrible things with. Horrible things that apparently this person on Twitter completely glossed over when they chose to, I don't know, glaze these guys for their horrible plan. They're being prosecuted for learning Haitian Creole, joining the Air Force, lol, and being in a weird group chat. They are also accused of producing something that was also going to occur on the Haitian island that they intended to invade and conquer. So yeah, these are demented individuals. But did this revelation make this guy delete this tweet or change his opinion? No, he just doubled down. Side note, I cannot imagine a more thankless job than trying to govern Haitians and DC homeless people on a barren spit off the coast of Hispaniola. High 80s, early 90s, year-round, no shade, no trees, just a landfill favela surrounded by featureless scrub, literally ruling in hell. Going to prison is better than their actual plan. Maybe they can recruit a mercenary army in there and become the shot caller. I bet this guy made like almost $1,000 on all three of these tweets. And I'm sure many of you guys have noticed that stupid tweets like this are like the one out of a badillion that actually hit the platform, or hit the timeline rather. Most of these tweets from these guys have like triple-digit likes or less. Here is a still image of a drawn hyena from some sort of animation online. Here's its butt. And here's the comment about said butt. No lube, no protection, all night, all day, from the kitchen floor to the toilet seat, from the dining table to the bedroom, from the bathroom sink to the shower, from the front porch to the balcony, vertically, horizontally, quadratic, exponent, logarithmic, while I gasp for air, scream and see the light, missionary, cowgirl, reverse cowgirl, doggy, backwards, forwards, sideways, upside down, on the floor, in the bed, on the couch, on a chair, being carried against the wall, outside in a train, on a plane, in the car, in a motorcycle, the bed of a truck, on a trampoline, in a bouncy house, in the pool, bent over, in the basement, against the window, have the most toe-curling, back-aching, leg-shaking, fist-clenching, ear-ringing, mouth-drooling, clenching, nose-sniffing, eye-watering, eye-rolling, hip-thrusting, earthquaking, sheet-gripping, knuckles-cracking, jaw-dropping, hair-pulling, teeth-jitterbug, mind-boggling, soul-snatching, over-stimulating, vile, sloppy, moan-inducing, heart-wrenching, spine-tingling, back-breaking, atrocious, gushy, creamy, beastly, lip-biting, gravity-defying. God help me, bro. What am I looking at? This was a request? I mean, I'm glad that she's able to... How is she able to type? Oh no, she can see with her left eye, and I think she can... Can she speak? I have a random question. How come there's like a napkin or handkerchief? I don't know, but why is there always a handkerchief on the seat? It's a urinary pad. Ah. At least she's well taken care of. Oh, jump scare. Yeah. Editing Ailurus is here. Yeah, I didn't know. I had no idea. I had no idea that at Kevin Spevin was actually out here making art with cerebral palsy being a theme. Oh, I need to erase this. A museum volunteer accidentally destroyed an art piece after mistaking it for a dirty mirror and cleaning it. The work by Chen Sung-chi is said to symbolize the distorted self-awareness of the middle class. Really? I don't see it. Maybe I'm just not, enlightened enough to understand modern art like this, but it just looks like a dirty mirror. I would have made the mistake too. Artist makes postmodern parasite art piece. Working man cleans the artwork, ruining the metaphor. It's poetic. I can't stand broke men. Imagine clowning broke men while your entire income depends on turning your private parts into a public transaction. Ooh, I hope no one saw this. So what if girls take money from men? We take their money because we hate them. It's a transfer of wealth. The more we take from men's money, closer we get to enslaving them. What? Enslavement? What is she talking about? Funny how you claim to hate men, yet your private part stays on discount to attract the very men you swear you can't stand. Back-to-back verbal slaughter. Oh my god, like, brutal. He's still alive, by the way. Faking your death for clicks is crazy. Man, have the past 24 hours on the timeline been a treat. Let me go ahead and introduce you to Severed Data, a trans female content creator who was just recently exposed for, children, specifically a 13-year-old and a 14-year-old, with much of this information being exposed over the weekend and being confirmed by him directly in this now completely erased Google Doc that was supposedly his goodbye note, to say the least. This is it, guys. This is the end. For context, I've been exposed as a for allegedly grooming 2 14-year-olds, and he would go on to say that he was ending it. This wasn't true. He is very alive. The Vancouver police has confirmed that no one died at this supposed, trans bridge located in Vancouver, Washington. I'm not going to show the image because 2 people have thrown themselves over that bridge, and I don't know what the rules are about that on YouTube. He was supposedly, at least in the past 24 hours, the 3rd body that bridge would catch, but that wasn't true. He chose to fake all of this in order to, I guess, run away from accountability. And his Twitter account is now an archive. His separate Twitter account has been deleted, and all other forms of communication with him have been severed. He's effectively gone from the internet for the time being, and this is probably the most pathetic I got called out for being a creep reactions that I've seen this year. And to think that you would use a place that people have actually, ended their lives at is a whole different level of evil. Straight from Little Girl 67, oh, come on, try a different GIF. I've seen this one on the platform multiple times. K-On fans will never beat the allegations. Wait, whoa. You're from South Asia. Oh my god, who knew that white supremacy supporter is like brown as That's never happened before, ever. I can't think of any other time that's ever gone down. With that all being said, I love this update. It's caused all sorts of delightful bedlam, and everybody and their mother is trying their best to not prove that they are South Asian, or to be more specific, Indian. What's wrong with being Indian? Tell me, oh, she's Indian. Yeah, I was born here, I was raised here, so what's wrong with being Indian? You don't have to live my life. Whoa! No one's saying that, ma'am. I think that people are just pointing out that maybe you should calm down with the, rage bait racism online, because it would be putting it lightly to say that Indians in the Indian subcontinent, Indian culture, all of that has been public enemy #1 since January of this year. And Tyler O'Vera dropped the tactical nuke of a century a couple of weeks ago that has caused a lot of people to not elevate their opinions of Indians. And maybe, just maybe, your statement online is a bit more than inappropriate, because at any point, that ire can be pointed in your direction, and it obviously bothers you. It obviously bothers the out of you that people have been a little rude, actually more than that really, to Indians online for the better part of 12 months. And did this person calm down at all after people started calling her out? Nope! It turned into a giant conversation about, I guess, racism hierarchy. Apparently Chinese people are worse than Indians, and as a result of this supposed hierarchy, we're allowed to just lambaste black people on Twitter. And let me keep it a buck. Anybody can be racist to anyone, regardless of whatever race you are. I just think it's funny that we throw a temper tantrum when people point out that we're Indian. Is that a bit of a touchy subject? I really hope it isn't, because we're out here being edgy, right? Right? What's up, everybody? It's your boy Ailurus, aka Panda Daddy, and I hope you enjoyed today's video. And if you did, let me know in the comments down below, and leave a like if you liked the video. And if you're new to my channel, go ahead and subscribe, fam. What you doing watching videos and not subscribing? If you're old, make sure you hit that bell so you get these notifications every time. I hope you guys are having a wonderful Thanksgiving, and if you're not American and you're not celebrating that holiday, I hope you're having a great Thursday afternoon. Now, I apologize for my absence since the last video. I've been working on my audio setup, which hopefully sounds much more better. I've been going out of my way to find good equipment and good spaces to record, and I hope that the quality comes through. So with all that being fixed, I can jump right back into creating more morbid reality content. So if you have any stories that you want me to add to the monster list that I already have going, please go ahead and let me know on Instagram, Twitter, or even in the comments down below. Every request is accepted. And as always, I gotta thank the Patreon supporters that make content like this possible. So a big thank you to Pyro Red Panda, Nintation Playstendo, Matthew McGonagall, Dane Bricount, D the Wicker Beast, Pixo Calico, Quingus, User Deleted from Planet, Twitch is Lost, Donovich, Traffic Racer 124, Crows the Pronto, The Blurred Star, Mike, That One Girl, Loving Tate, Size Federic, James Tucker, Big Boy Bailey, BMX30, Cinnamon Sticks, The Fake Musician, Samantha Bellhart, Swiss Patreon user, and Noah. Thank you so much for your support. It is greatly appreciated. And if you want to help support the channel, there's 2 links in the description, one of my merch store and one of my Patreon. Both funds go directly into the channel so we can maintain what's happening here. And as always, stay zesty.